because my kitchen is a mess every Sunday. Anyways, this is much more messy today because I just came back from a Costco haul. This is another mini haul, just to get some food for my meal preps. I've got enough to last me about 2 weeks. So what do I have? I got some brown rice, and this is 5 kilos. It was about £5, and I bought this because the macros are really good. So in 100 grams, I've got 77 grams of carbs and 7.2 grams of protein, and that's about how much I need for one meal. So I thought that was good. It's much better than the stuff I've been getting in Waitrose. And I used up that £3 packet in about 2 weeks, so this is going to be much quicker for me, last a lot longer for me. Then I got 1.5 kilos of shredded mozzarella, plain and simple. I couldn't find any low fat version. I got, on my protein, I got some beef mince. This is Aberdeen Angus steak mince. It's £15 for nearly 2 kilos. This isn't really for me. Oh, I'm going to use some of this for my omelets, but most of this is going to be for my boyfriend because I'm making him some lasagna. I got another 2 packs of chicken. They're £13 each. Another 2.26 kilos in this one and 2.29 kilos. Got a bag of lemons because I'll be using a lot of those. For my fish, I swapped out and got some lightly dusted yellowfin sole fillets. These are pretty nice, and I just wanted to get a change of fish because I've been eating cod quite a bit, so I wanted something different. Quite good macros, 14 grams of protein per 100 grams, 8 grams of carbs, and where's the fat? 5 grams of fat. So I'm going to be eating that. And then I've got some tortillas, again not for me, this is for my boyfriend, but these are quite good at Costco. I think there's 2 packets in here, so I've got 16 tortillas. I got a whole lot of eggs. I got 24 eggs because I've been using these like crazy, and the omelette I'm making requires 4 egg whites, so this will last me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 days. And then I got some sweet potatoes. So that was my Costco haul. I think this came to about 60 quid. So anyways, I'm gonna prep all my food now for my actual meal prep, and I'll show you what I've taken out all my meal prep ingredients. So I start on this side. For breakfast, meal number 1, I'm going to have omelets. So I'm going to use 4 egg whites, 1 whole egg. I'm going to put in a little bit of fried beef, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to drain the fat off this so it's a bit more lean. I'm going to put in a bit of shredded mozzarella, and I'm going to put in spring onions, red peppers, and spinach. So some mornings I'm literally waking up at 5 o'clock in the morning and having to make this fresh. So I'm just going to prep all of my ingredients and into little bags so that all I need to do is whisk up the eggs, pour these other ingredients in, and then my omelette will be ready. Next meal is porridge. Meal 3 that I'm prepping today is some fish with sweet potato and minted peas. So I already prepped the peas. What I did was I took some frozen peas, I put them in this pan with a little drizzle of olive oil and some salt and some fresh mint. And I already had some leftover swordfish, so I already prepped a little bit of what my meal is going to look like. So I got some swordfish, sweet potato, and I'm just going to put peas in. But this is what it's going to look like, but that's why I'm only prepping 2 pieces of fish this time. These are the frozen fillets from Costco, so I'm just letting them defrost. And I need more sweet potato. That was meal 3. Meal 4. Well, actually that's meal 4 and this is meal 3. So I've got 3 chicken breasts in here. I'm going to marinate it in Nando's peri peri sauce. I'm going to have this with some brown rice and green beans, sauteed green beans and sauteed aubergine, and a little bit of extra chili in there. My final meal of the day, meal 5, is a salad. We're doing Greek style salad, so I've got some chicken breasts, 2 chicken breasts in here. I got some fresh rosemary in there already. I'm using fresh garlic leaves as well to marinate it, fresh, well, dried thyme, oregano and lemon, and I'll be having that with like some feta cheese, olives and some salad. So yeah, I'm going to start prepping all of this. So for this meal prep, well, at the same time I'm making this meal prep, I'm also going to be making a lasagna for my boyfriend. So there's quite a lot of stuff going on. If I accidentally film bits of the lasagna, I'm really sorry, but you can just ignore those bits. I'll try to edit them out. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to fry off my beef because I need this to cool down before I can put it with the other raw ingredients. Otherwise the mozzarella is just going to melt. So I've just got my beef in here. I sprinkled some Himalayan pink salt, and I'm just going to fry this off. Some fat will come out of there, and I'm just going to drain that into a bowl. Next step is to marinate my chicken. So I don't know if I mentioned this last time, but with such big breasts like these, if I'm going to do a marinade, I tend to stab it with a fork, with a knife, so that I can, while it's sitting there, more of the marinated juices can go inside the chicken breast. So I'll start with this one. I just poured in about 150 ml of Nando sauce. I'm just going to coat the chicken with this. This is my second batch of chicken. It's got the juice of half of a lemon, olive oil, some garlic leaves. You could use regular garlic, oregano, rosemary and thyme, all in here. Some people may wonder why I'm using whole chicken breast and not cutting it up. The reason is because I find the chicken stays a lot more moist if I don't cut it up. So I prefer to cook this way. I mean, as you may have seen in my first video for this bodybuilding diet, I grill the chicken on a griddle pan first and then finish it off in the oven. So the chicken is marinating here on the counter. I'm just probably going to leave it about another 15-20 minutes of marinating before I start to fry it while I'm prepping the other things. My beef is cooked and I put it in this sieve, and I'm just leaving it here to cool down and the fat to drain. Not a lot of fat has come out, you can see there, but I mean this meat's already quite lean, but I'm just going to leave it there until all of the other fat drains out. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to cook my rice in my pressure cooker, save on stovetop space. So this type of rice, I need 100 grams per portion of raw rice, and I'm going to make 400 grams because I need to make some rice for today as well as the next 3 days. Sweet potatoes, I peeled them and chopped them up and put them in water. So I'm just going to boil these for about 40 minutes or so until they're tender. The great thing about doing sweet potato mash is you don't really need any butter or milk or anything to mash it. It gets so soft, it's just mashable with a fork. So it's quite a lean, low-fat option for mashed. These are the vegetables that are going to go in my peri-peri chicken. I am going to roast them in the oven. I really like roasted vegetables because you don't really need very much oil on it, and it kind of condenses all the flavor, like so that it's all absorbed into the vegetable. So I think that vegetables come out really nice this way. So I like to make it like this and then squeeze a bit of lemon juice over the top. I've also put in some slices of mint because I think that would be really nice with the beef. I'm making my omelet filling now. So I've got these bags and I put in 40 grams of mozzarella, sliced up chili, a handful of spinach, and then spring onions, yellow pepper and red pepper, and I'm going to put the meat on top of that. So I'm starting to fry my chicken on the griddle pan. I'm going to wait until it has the nice brown lines, flip them over, and then transfer them onto a baking sheet to cook in the oven. Here's my griddled chicken. I'm just going to put this in the oven for about 15 minutes. So now my sweet potatoes cooked, and my oven roasted aubergine and beans are cooked, and my rice is also cooked. So I'm just going to mash these. I put a bit of pink salt on this and portion these out. For my fish, they've now defrosted, so I'm just going to fry them off in the pan on medium heat until they're nice and crisp around the outside. This is the brown colour I'm talking about. Look, that's so delicious. Just fluffed up my rice and it's all cooked. Yummy. Hi guys, I'm all done. We have my almost four meals here. We've got my prep for my omelette here with beef, spinach, peppers, spring onion, chili and mozzarella. Over here we've got my Greek style chicken, which is grilled, and I'll be having that with my salads. Here we have my peri-peri chicken with brown rice and mixed vegetables. And then here we've got my fish. This one is swordfish. This is lemon sole with mashed sweet potatoes, minted peas and a lime wedge. Yay! So that was my epic meal prep for 3 days. Well, I did 4 days for my omelettes. And if you like this video, please give me a like below, a thumbs up, and if you want to see more of my videos, please hit the subscribe button. See you next week.